Hello. So today we're going to be doing the compression of the protocol or algorithm. Sorry. Some people call it decoding, right? Decompression. I heard the T being used interchangeably sometimes. So if you've seen my compression video, then you know that this right here is our compressed message, our compressed string. Yeah, some people call it different things, but this is really what we're going to be decoding or decompressing, right? And then we have our code table right here, right? We're assigning 0 to A and 1 to B because these are given, these are given. What we have to do is figure out the rest that are coming up. For example, if you look at the message right here, you see there's number 5, but we don't have 5 anywhere in this this table right here. So let's start. All right. So first we have 0. 0 corresponds to A, so we're gonna put that down. We're gonna put A down. All right. Now we need the 2. All right. Let's go to our table and see if we can find it. Nope, we don't have the number 2. Right. So now we're gonna be running into this situation. I think 2 more times. And what situation is that? It's a situation where we don't have the letter or the table. We don't have a code for the table. We don't have a table for the code. So how do we figure that out? All right. So you're gonna have to take my word for this, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna need to put the previous letter here, right, into the table first and foremost, and then you're gonna let me clear this up, and then you're gonna add an A to it right here. Okay, just for this example right here, that's what you're gonna do. Now, why are we doing that first off? Okay, so we know that the next letter that's coming up is gonna start with an A. It has to start with an A because there's nothing else to put. So you put an A there, right? Okay, and then next thing you have to do, so we already have A in our table, right? So we can't have that again, So what do we do? We go to the next letter, okay? Now we have AA, right? That's what we do have, okay? So now 2 is AA. We already added 1 of the A's from 2. So now let's add the last one. Now I know what happened there might have been kind of confusing. It was confusing to me the first time I did it. But just stick with the video right now. Assume everything I'm saying is true because it is. And yeah, there's gonna be another situation where we run into the same thing, and I'm gonna show you guys how to get over those situations. This by far is the most trickiest part. And for this part of this is an exam problem, so they hit me with that like right off the back. So you should you know how I feel, right? But I practice a lot, and so I know how to do this stuff. Okay. So with that in mind, all right, let's keep going. So we already did 0, we did 2. Now we're gonna do 0. Okay. That's coming up, and that's A. So now we have that right there. Now we're gonna add a 1 to our message right here. So that would be B. We're getting that from here. Now we have 5. So now we're in a situation now where we don't know where we have a code, but we don't have a table for it yet. Okay. So well, let's do that. So to get to 5, we first have to figure out 3 and 4. Okay. So let me show you guys how to get 3 and 4, and then we'll pay extra close attention to how to get 5, because we're gonna do something similar to how we got 2 to get 5. Okay. So to get 3, we start at the last letter we ended at, which is this A right here that we got from 2 right here, the last A right here, and then we go 1 over. All right. So now we're gonna have A, okay? But the problem is that we already have AA in our table, so we're gonna go 1 more over. Okay, and we're gonna stop there because that's triple A is the first occurrence in our table. So we're just gonna jot it down and we're gonna stop there. Now when we get 4, how do we get 4? We're gonna start at the very end. All right, we're gonna jot A down. We already have A, so we're gonna go one more over and we got AB. Okay, yeah, just keep following along with me and it'll make sense, trust me. Just keep practicing. All right, so we got AB. So now we need to get 5. But the thing is, we run out of letters. So we're going to underline B, right? And we know that the next letter over is going to be a B. It has to be a B because this last letter right here that we ended off right here at 4 was a B. So we're going to put the previous letter, and add it to the very end. Okay, similar to how we did this. Similar to how we got 2. We got the double A. So at first we started with 0, right? That's what we started off with. We started with 0, which is A, and then we had to go to 2, right? That's what we had to do. We didn't know how to do that because we didn't have the code right here in our table. But what we did was we added the previous occurrence to the end, and that gave us the double A that we needed, right? Similar to this right here, we're going to take the previous occurrence and then we're going to add it to the end. All right, so I did that. I already added a B, and now I'm on the line BB. I'm going to add the B at the end to the list, and now we have double B, and this is actually something new to the table, so we're going to add it to the table, and we're going to add one more occurrence of B to the end of it because we only added one occurrence of B, which was this one, right? Now we need to add this occurrence of B, which we're going to do right there. All right. Did I do this right? Sorry, hold on. Yeah, I did. All right, sorry. Okay. Now the next one is 1, which is B. So it's also really important that you check mark the ones you already did. That way you don't lose your spot. It's really easy to lose your spot, especially when you take an exam, and if you've done this like over 10 times, you probably have the hang of it, and then just your mind goes blank because at some point this becomes just a regular algorithm. You just go through the steps. All right, so now we're at 3. We're gonna add triple A. Okay, now we're at 6. I think that's the last one right there too. So we're gonna have 2. All right, so we're gonna start from the very last letter that we started from. We ended off right here at this B, so that's how we got the double B, right? Now we're gonna start again. We're gonna go BB. We're gonna add that, and we already have that, right? So we're gonna go one more over. Now it's gonna be BBB. Okay. So we're gonna add that. Okay, B, and that's 6. So now we go to 2. We add A. So okay, so this is our answer. This is a decompressed string, right? And we got this message right here from the compression method.